Chapter 3 Little Black Mingo. Ponder over, orphan, poked, bank, mercy, wrung out, paddled, island, kerosene, exploded. Once upon a time, there was a little black girl named Little Black Mingo. She was an orphan, so she had to live with a horrid old woman called Black Nogi. Nogi used her as her maid, scolding, ordering, and times beating unreasonably, even though she had done nothing naughty. One day, Nogi asked Mingo to take the chatty to the river as fast as she could and fetch the water. But a mugger poked its nose up through the bottom of the chatty and said, "Ha ha ha, little Mingo, I am going to eat you up." Mingo ran back as fast as she could, scary and heaving. Nogi did not believe Mingo that mugger had broken that chatty. Nogi did not believe Mingo that mugger had broken the chatty. And if she had not been in a great hurry for the water, she would have beaten her. Then she went and fetched the great chatty that the dhobi used to boil the clothes in. "Take this," she said, "and mind you don't break it, or I will beat you." "But I can't carry that when it is full of water," said little Mingo. "You must go twice and bring it half full each time," said Nogi. Mingo took the chatty and again went to the river. She first searched for the mugger, peeped up and down. When she could not see him, for he was hiding under the very bank she was standing on, and though his tail stuck out a little, she never saw him at all. Little Mingo crept down the river and began to fill the big chatty with water. "Oh, little Black Mingo, now I have got you," saying the mugger caught her from behind. "Oh, please don't eat me up, great big mugger," Mingo pleaded. No mercy, no mercy, he had on her, and he took her to an island in the middle of the river and set her down beside a huge pile of eggs. "Those are my eggs," said he. "Tomorrow a little mugger will come out of each, and then we will have a great feast and we will eat you up." Then he wandered off to catch fish for herself and left Mingo alone beside a big pile of eggs. The little black Mingo sat down on a big stone and hid her face in her hands and cried bitterly because she could not swim and she did not know how to get away. A little later, "Squeak! Oh, little black Mingo, help me or I will be drowned." A little squeaky now sounded. She got up and looked to see what was calling, and she saw that it was a mongoose that was floating stuck in a bush. She saved the mongoose and pulled it out of water. Then she got to shore. The mongoose shook himself, and little black Mingo wrung out her frock. And so they both were dry soon. The mongoose then began to poke about for something to eat, and very soon he found the great big pile of mugger's egg. "Oh, joy! What is this?" "Those are mugger's egg," said little black Mingo. "I am not afraid of muggers," said the mongoose, and cracked the egg to eat the little one inside. Being cunning, mongoose threw all the shell in the floating water. The pile became smaller. When the mugger came back, he saw at once that someone had been meddling with them. So he ran to little black Mingo and said, "How dare you to eat my eggs?" "Indeed, I did not," said Mingo. "It is mongoose." Then he said, "I know what I will do. I will fetch little Mingo's big chatty and cover my eggs with that. Then the mongoose would not be able to get at them." So he swam across the shore and fetched the dhobi's big chatty and covered the eggs with it. "Now "You wicked little mongoose, come and eat my eggs if you can," said he, and went off quite proud and happy. By and by the mongoose came back and found the eggs covered. Disappointed, he ran to Mingo and requested to uncover them. Mingo expressed her fear. As a result, the mongoose said, "Don't be afraid, for we will sail away together in the big chatty before he would come back." So Mongoose enjoyed the eggs and climbed on the edge of the chatty. And little Mingo pushed the chatty out into the water. And then she clambered into the pedal with her 2 hands and hard as she could. And the big chatty, she just sailed beautifully. So they got across safely, and little black Mingo filled the chatty half full of water and took it on her head, and they went up the bank together. Mugger on the island came back and got angry when he found none there. So he started to chase little Mingo and the mongoose. He swam across. He reached the home just before he caught Mingo and mongoose. They shut the windows and banged the door on his face, so he could not get in anywhere. "All right, you will have to come out sometime, and then I will catch you both and eat you up," said he. So he hid behind the back of the house and waited. Now Black Noggy was coming from bazaar with tin of kerosene on her head and box of matches in her hand. And when the mugger saw her, he rushed out and gambled her up, kerosene tin, matches and all. When Noggy found herself in a dark inside Mugger's belly, she lit a match. But the Mugger's teeth had made a hole in the tin, and the match caught the kerosene, and bang! The kerosene exploded and blew the Mugger and Black Noggy into little bites. At a fearful noise, Mingo and Mongoose came running out and found 2 demons into bites. Mingo and Mongoose got the little house for their very own, and there they lived happily ever after. Wordpedia. Orphan, a child whose parents have died. Poked, to thrust, twice, 2 times. Crept down, go down slightly. Waddled off, to walk into little steps. Wrung out, to twist to dry out water. Meddling, disturbed. Kerosene, oil that cause fire. Chatty, a big pitcher. Peeped, looked quickly. Mercy, kindness. Bitterly, heavenly. Gobble,